You wait right here, honey. I'll get the bag.
Why don't I get some magazines?
Please, Fred, don't leave me.
Attention, please. Leaving from platform 5, through approach to Dallas. Philadelphia, Columbus, Indianapolis, Terre Haute, St. Louis, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Denison, Dallas.
Come on, little May, that's us.
Doc, I'm not coming with you. Come on. Let's walk together quietly, and I'll try and help you understand. Help me talk to him, Fred.
That's all right, son. I appreciate you want to help, but it's between Lula May and me.
Sure, Doc.
I love you, Lula May.
I know you do, and that's just the trouble. It's a mistake you always made, Doc, trying to love a wild thing. You were always lugging home wild things. Once it was a hawk with a broken wing, and another time it was a full-grown wildcat with a broken leg. Remember?
Lula May, there's something...
You mustn't give your heart to a wild thing. The more you do, the stronger they get, until they're strong enough to run into the woods or fly into a tree, and then to a higher tree, and then to the sky.
Lula May, there's something I got to tell you. Excuse me? A couple of weeks ago, I got a letter from young Fred.
Fred? He's all right, isn't he?
Yeah, he's fine, I guess. He's getting out of the Army in February. That's what he wrote to tell me.
February? Well, it's only 4 months.
So, you see, you got to come back with me, Lula May. Your place is with me and your children and your brother.
Doc, you've got to understand I can't come back.
And you got to understand what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want it to seem like I'm pressuring you none, but now I got to. If you don't come back with me, I'm going to have to write young Fred and tell him that unless he wants to look out for himself, he better sign up for another hitch.
Doc, don't you do that. Don't you write that to him. I'll write to him myself and tell him I want him here with me. I'll take care of him, don't you worry.
You're talking crazy, Lula May.
Doc, stop calling me that. I'm not Lula May anymore.
All right, Lula May. I guess you know what you do. Keep an eye on her, will you, son? At least see she eats something once in a while.
Sure, Doc.
So skinny.
Please, Doc, please understand. I love you, but I'm just not Lula May anymore. I'm not. You know the terrible thing, Fred, darling? I am still Lula May. 14 years old, stealing turkey eggs and running through a briar patch. Except now I call it having the mean reds. Well, it's still too early to go to Tiffany's. I guess the next best thing is a drink. Yes, I very much need a drink. Will you buy me one, Fred, darling?
Sure.
Only promise me one thing. Don't take me home until I'm drunk. Until I'm very drunk indeed. I've never been for a walk in the morning before. At least not since I've been in New York. I've walked up Fifth Avenue at 6, but as far as I'm concerned, that's still night. Do you think it counts?
Sure it counts. Now we're even.
Don't you just love it?
Love what?
Tiffany's. it wonderful? Do you see what I mean? How nothing bad could ever happen to you in a place like this? It isn't that I give a hoot about jewelry except diamonds, of course. Like that. What do you think?
Well,
Of course, personally, I think it'd be tacky to wear diamonds before I'm 40.
well, you're right. But in the meantime, you should have something.
I'll wait.
No, I'm going to buy you a present. You bought me one, a typewriter ribbon, and it brought me luck.
All right, but Tiffany's can be pretty expensive.
I've got my check and $10.
Oh, I wouldn't let you cash a check. But a present for $10 or under, that I'll accept. Of course, I don't exactly know what we're going to find at Tiffany's for $10.
May I help you?
Perhaps. Actually, we were looking for a present for the lady.
Certainly, sir. Is there something special you had in mind?
Well, we had considered diamonds. Now, I don't want to offend you, but the lady feels that diamonds are tacky for her.
Oh, I think they're divine on older women, but I don't think they'll be right for me. You do understand.
Certainly.
In all fairness, I think I ought to explain there is also a secondary problem, one of finance. We can only afford to spend a limited amount.
May I ask how limited?
$10.
$10.
That was the outside figure, yes.
I see.
Do you have anything for $10?
Well, frankly, madam, within that price range, the variety of merchandise is rather limited. However, I do think we might have, let me see, strictly as a novelty, you understand, for the lady and gentleman who has everything, a sterling silver telephone dialer at $6.75, including tax.
Sterling silver telephone dialer.
Yes, sir, at $6.75, including federal tax.
Well, the price is right, but I must say I'd rather hope for something slightly more, how shall I say it, romantic in feeling. What do you think?
As sterling silver telephone dialers go, I certainly think it's handsome, but I mean, you do understand.
Well, we tried, but I guess we could have something engraved, couldn't we?
Yes, I suppose so. Yes, indeed. The only problem is you would more or less have to buy something first, if only in order to have some object upon which to place the engraving. You see the difficulty.
Well, we could have this engraved, couldn't we? I think it would be very smart.
This, I take it, was not purchased at Tiffany's?
No. Actually, it was purchased concurrent with, well, actually came inside of, well, a box of Cracker Jack.
I see. Do they still really have prizes in Cracker Jack boxes?
Oh, yes.
That's nice to know. It gives one a feeling of solidarity, almost of continuity with the past, that sort of thing.
Do you think Tiffany's would really engrave it for us? I mean, you don't think they would feel it was beneath them or anything like that?
Well, it is rather unusual, madam. But I think you'll find that Tiffany's is very understanding. If you will tell me what initials you would like, I think we could have something ready for you in the morning.
Didn't I tell you this was a lovely place?